It's everywhere. Intrinsically, it's worthless. But we all need it. And we can't get enough of it. In English, you make it. In German, you earn it. In French, revealingly, you win it. But it can't buy you happiness. And it's the root of all evil. What are we talking about? Money. Sweet, sweet money. So what would Hayek say? I'm Scott Nelson with the Austrian Economics Center and Hayek Institute in Vienna, Austria, and this week we're going to take a look at what Hayek has to say about money. So I see this video as an introduction to some of Hayek's ideas concerning monetary theory, which are still very salient today. So what I'd like to do is start broadly and just talk about the concept of money. What exactly do we mean when we talk about money? At base, Hayek says that money is a medium of exchange. So there's no reason why the paper and coins, for example, that we exchange today need to be this medium of exchange. I mean, half the time we don't even carry around cash, we just carry around cards. And our money consists of a figure in our electronic bank account and what we wouldn't give to add a couple extra zeros to the end of our balance. And when we go back in time, we find that the Latin word for money is pecunia, related to the word pecus, which means cattle. We could just as easily be exchanging cattle, were it not for the fact that they're bulkier than paper and coins, not to mention numbers on a screen. So this reveals three important points about money. One is that as a medium of exchange, there's really no such thing as a sharp distinction between money and non-money. Hayek says it's a continuum. The second point is that much like language, or as Hayek would say, our system of law and our morals, money has not been designed, but it rather evolves over time. It's, in this sense, a perfect example of that spontaneous order that my colleague Kai explained in an earlier video. And finally, as a medium of exchange, you want something that can be exchanged easily, hence the preference for paper or electronic money over cattle. Now, what sort of function does money have as a medium of exchange? Hayek sees four functions. The first function, from which the other three flow, is that money is a unit of account. That means it allows you to price items that you wish to buy or sell. It allows you to quantify the value of your assets and liabilities. The second function of money is to make purchases. So far, so good. The third function is that it is held in reserve for future payments. So every time you save money, this is essentially what you're doing. You're holding it in reserve for future payments. And the fourth and final function of money, according to Hayek, is that it serves as a standard of deferred payments. So if you want to buy a home, for example, then you take out a loan at the bank, which you spend the next 10, 20, 30 years paying off. The amount that you're expected to pay every month will be denominated in terms of money, or more accurately, in terms of a particular currency. Now, this is all maddeningly obvious. We're all intimately acquainted with these several functions of money. The last two functions, though, are important in revealing a crucial component of Austrian economics, namely the element of time. And this is important because you would want the money you hold today to be worth something tomorrow, wouldn't you? Otherwise, why would you bother saving? Your ability to budget and plan expenditures, whether and when to buy a home, for example, your life planning in general, is greatly dependent on your money maintaining a stable value. So, is your dollar or euro worth the same today as it was yesterday? Next week, we'll take a look at inflation. And that's what Hayek would say. You know what's funny about this banner here is that it doesn't matter where you move, his eyes always seem to be following you, no matter where you are in the room. You know, it's one of the most mesmerizing and also creepy things. Anyhow, everybody, thank you for checking out this video. We put a lot of work into these videos, so we hope that you're really enjoying them. If you have been, then please feel free to suggest a topic that you'd like us to deal with in a future video. We take all sorts of suggestions, and Hayek has a lot to say about all sorts of different things. And, most important of all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.